2024 Porsche Cayenne Coupe Overview. The Porsche Cayenne is an impressive SUV with all the performance most people could ever want, but the Cayenne Coupe gives it the looks to match its speed, with some sacrifice in rear, passenger headroom and cargo space. The Coupe Cayenne is built with the same guts as the boxier SUV version and carries that same Porsche sports car DNA along with its more aggressive proportions. In its most subtle form, the Cayenne Coupe comes with a 348 horsepower turbocharged V6, but the fire gets as hot as 468 horsepower for Cayenne Coupe S's twin-turbo V8. There's also a plug-in hybrid that gets help from a battery pack to produce 463 horsepower. If your family has outgrown the 911, the Cayenne Coupe is an alternative worthy of supporting your inner speed addiction. However, for even more adrenaline-inducing driving, we'd suggest reaching deeper into the savings account to acquire the more powerful Cayenne Turbo, reviewed separately. What's new for 2024? Porsche gives the Cayenne Coupe a mid-cycle refresh this year that is tougher to spot from the outside than from the driver's seat. Inside, the dashboard has been thoroughly updated with more screens, a new steering wheel, and a new toggle-type dash-mounted shift lever. There's an update in power this year too. The turbocharged 3.0-liter V6 base engine gets 13 more horsepower than before, while the e-hybrid gains 9 horses. The Cayenne Coupe S nets the biggest power increase as Porsche replaces its 434 horsepower twin-turbo 2.9-liter V6 with a 468 horsepower twin-turbo V8. The Cayenne Coupe is Porsche upping the ante on an already impressive SUV. So why stick to the standard powertrain if you've already given up some cargo space for the sake of looking the part? We'd recommend the Cayenne Coupe S with the 468 horsepower twin-turbo V8 because, heaven forbid, that you get beat to the next traffic light by someone in the standard square-back version of the Cayenne that has space to accommodate taller passengers to revel in your humiliation. Engine, transmission, and performance. The Cayenne Coupe has several powertrain options to choose from. For starters, there's a 348 horsepower turbocharged 3.0-liter V6. The e-hybrid is a plug-in hybrid that uses an electric motor working with a turbocharged V6 for a total output of 463 horsepower. The Cayenne S gets a 468 horsepower twin-turbo V8 with a penchant for rapid acceleration. The top-of-the-line GTS trim hasn't been confirmed yet, but we expect it to produce the most horsepower with a stiffer sport-tuned suspension and an aggressive tire setup. All powertrains mate to an 8-speed automatic transmission and come with all-wheel drive. While we haven't driven this newest iteration of Cayenne yet, we did sample a prototype and were impressed by its performance. Options such as adjustable air suspension, 4-wheel steering, and active anti-roll bars for flatter cornering are available. We'll update this space with performance metrics after we strap our testing equipment to one later this year. Range, charging, and battery life. The e-hybrid coupe gets a larger battery pack this year with an estimated battery capacity of 20.6 kilowatt-hours. This should improve its EV-only range from 15 miles to an estimated 25. The onboard charger is also a more powerful unit that will allow for faster charging. Fuel economy and real-world MPG. The EPA hasn't released fuel economy estimates for the 2024 Cayenne Coupe yet, but we don't expect dramatic improvement from last year with regard to the base coupe. The 2023 Cayenne was rated for 17 miles per gallon city and 22 miles per gallon highway when equipped with the turbocharged V6 engine, and the new one will probably come in close to those numbers. We'll update this space once we test the new Cayenne Coupe on our 75 miles per hour highway fuel economy test route. For more information about the Cayenne Coupe's fuel economy, visit the EPA's website. Interior, comfort, and cargo. The interior of the new Cayenne Coupe gets a new dashboard design that's similar to that of the Taycan. Its steering wheel, which looks a lot like the one found on the 911 sports car, sits ahead of a now fully digital gauge cluster. Additional storage space is available near the center console in the refreshed cockpit thanks to the dash-mounted toggle shifter. One visit to